welcome to the video. As you would have seen in the clip before, which was yesterday morning, I made homemade pittas, which was lovely. It was just, I just used a standard bread recipe and then just made them as thin as possible, and voila, you got pitta breads. But I'll leave the recipe and everything in the description if anyone's wondering. And then on top of that, I made myself some homemade beans on toast with a bit of nutritional yeast. What else did I put on then? There, and cheese. And a potato waffle. Beans on toast with potato waffle is chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. So I've had a busy day today in the garden. It primarily was potting everything that needed to be potted on, because my tomatoes were sulking like mad, so they desperately needed to be put on. They're looking a lot more happier and a little bit more alive now, thank the heavens. What else did I do? So I did my chili peppers, my pink celery. Everyone goes on about how celery is like so difficult to grow. Am I just getting first time luck or or what? Because they're looking amazing so far. Touch wood, that continues. And they are like one of my best crops I grow this year. But yeah, I just read that they were so difficult, but I've not had any difficulty yet with them. So I said fingers crossed that continues and they produce well this year. I also potted on my marigolds, my calendula and courgette, which you'll see in the next couple of clips, which I did in a time frame because it was just taking too long for me to basically film. And on top of that, I just felt so uncomfortable. That is one thing that is an issue gardening while you're pregnant, especially when you're literally on the doorstep of the third trimester, because your whole body just hurts like mad, like my back. I don't even know, you can even see it on my face, on any parts of it or whatnot, but my back, like now I'm in stitches, like I'm struggling so much with my back and just genuine like heaviness and everything, and I just feel exhausted. I wish I was able to do a little bit more in the garden today, but my body was literally just like, no, not happening. But this week's meant to be absolutely beautiful. I think it's meant to be 20 degrees like 3 days at the end of the week or something crazy like that, and then the rest are going to be between like 16, 17, 18 degrees. So I've got plenty of time to go out in the garden and to tick off a few little jobs. There's so many moments like this where I feel so behind. Like I've got potatoes that need to go out. I've got my first set in, which I put end of last month. I think it was end of last month I put out. But I got my King Edwards, and then I got a few of my other homegrown Maris Pipers that need to go out. I just need to wash the grow bags, and that is just a tedious job in itself. I've also had my first fell of the season, and again, I don't want to blame everything on pregnancy, but my god, my baby brain is the only thing I could think of as to why I done it. But the other week, you know, I put out my leeks and beetroot. Why did I do it? I should not have done it. I know the beetroot's neat, like ideally was struggling in the little thing and they need to go out, but I should have just put them on in general soil and just left them to it. And how I did the leeks, I should have literally just taken them out of the toilet roll and then done the you dig the hole, well you did like the trench and then you fill up the water and then let the soil kind of build it up. I should have just done that, because they look horrific and they literally look like they're on death's door, and I'm really annoyed at myself for doing it basically. But c'est la vie, I've got more beetroot and leeks growing, so. But yeah, I'm expecting this week to be a long week of tasks to try and tick off and feel a little bit more in pace basically. I know another thing I need to do is do my herb planter. So I want to put the seeds out directly into it, which is at most is going to take a 5-minute job. I just haven't got around to doing it. Like, I could literally go out and do it now. No, no. That's one thing I need to tell myself, is to not push myself. And I'm in pain right now, so do not push myself to do it. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this time lapse, and I'll see you in a couple of days. So I made a discovery. So I saw someone online have sprouted potatoes in the ground, and they basically took them out and then replanted them in a grow bag. Now these ones were in that little planter there, which I'm going to be doing my tomatoes this year. So it was important that you had to go, basically. So I'm going to give it a go and see if it comes to anything. But they're sprouting very well, so fingers crossed. I'm also going to plant out my King Edwards. Finally!
that was on there then?